Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Manuel Godoy from Black Sands, and I'm here with you guys live. So, how is everybody's week so far? You know, it's like the first week of January. I'm sure you guys are loving it. Let's see what we got here. All right. Oh, I see a lot of people already here. So let's see. We got Shaq Beats here. We got Shandu. All right. We got some people here. Now, mic check. Am I sounding clear? Is there any delays? Let me know in the comments. If we're good to go, I will begin talking about our stuff. All right. I guess I'm sounding good in the sound check. So first things first, I just want to say thank you guys so much for supporting our company. That's big. That is freaking massive. We've sold thousands of DVDs in the last 2 weeks, man. It is crazy. Like, we're getting decimated. I'm so tired, man. I'm doing like freaking 300 packages a day. I'm tired. I am tired. But I'm also very successful because of you guys, and it's almost time for investment. All right, so this is where you guys go and bite a chunk of my apple, take some of this pie, and really grow with us. All right, it's kind of messed up. People out there, they go and talk about how they want their properties to be successful, but they don't want to share with the community to help make it a success. You know, that's what we're going to do, and we're going to give you guys, our potential investors, a 1 week heads up. You get a 1 week start before the campaign is officially open to the public. What that means is, if you guys happen to take up $500,000 before the campaign even begins, when the second we press the launch button, basically 100% of our owners are black and Latino. And we don't have to worry about nobody coming in trying to do no power plays and taking over our production. The community owns it 100%. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen or not. All I'm saying is that would be pretty dope if we were 100% funded on day one, completely independently by our freaking audience. I think that'd be pretty dope, you know. So let me go ahead and let's talk about this DVD, right? So, first of all, see that right there? DVD is here. I sent about, I'd say 800 of these out already. Let me see if I can get a good non-glare shot, right? This is the DVD right here. It's in this packaging right now. Let's pop this bad boy open. See what we got. So, first of all, everyone is sealed. Right? So this right here is sealed. It's not fully animated, all right? We didn't have the budget to do a fully animated thing, but don't worry about that because that's why we're raising capital now, so we can start doing full animations, Netflix level, all right? So that's what we're going to be doing with our campaigns. But for now, this DVD right here has 3 motion comics, one that you've never seen before. It's an hour-long length. We also have a 5-minute animated pilot on this bad boy. And we have a 13-track OST. Now, I'm going to let you listen to some of this music because I think it's freaking phenomenal. But first, let's pop this bad boy open. So first we got Black Sands, The 7 Kingdoms. That's this one right here. See right there? And this bad boy right here is your DVD, all right? This is the one that we're looking at, right? It's actually pretty dope, too, how it printed. I think it printed way better than I thought it would be. Right, so this right here looks freaking phenomenal. On there has a really professional menu. You can have good navigation inside. The content's about an hour and 15 minutes long, right? Multiple episodes, great voice acting, real community-based production that was created by our Kickstarter backers. I actually have over 1,100 names on the actual DVD at the end of the credits of all the Kickstarter backers and patrons that supported our company throughout this entire production. So that's pretty dope. And then we got this right here. There's a second CD. See, this is the thing. People bought the DVD thinking that was it. But this bad boy right here, this is a bonus, all right? It's called the Black Sands Official OST. This is the tracks that are basically the ones that you're going to see that it's my hip-hop album, right? It's for all ages, so it's completely censored. So you don't have to worry about any of that language, but it goes hard, all right? This sounds like a regular modern-day hip-hop album, freaking like AAA. I'm telling you. I'm going to show you right now so you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Watch this, man. I'm going to play this song for you and you're going to see. Let me get this thing up. I'm going to check my volumes. I'm going to make sure this thing is going. Let me see. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see. Boom. File location. Bam. All right, so right now it's not playing. Let's see if we can get this desktop audio on. Let's see. Just gotta test this desktop audio. Properties, select option, and we'll just use speakers. Let's see if that works. So let's kill this. All right, let's run it.
Black Sands for the fam.
You know I'm down for the cause. You know I'm down for the cause. You know I'm riding and ain't into hiding. They tripping, you know I'm involved. You know I'm down for the cause. Always been down for the cause. They got an issue, know what I've been through. My people ain't taking a loss. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am, you know who I am. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am, you know who I am. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
Man, I'm a gladiator.
Say what?
You know I'm a gladiator. Say what? You know I'm a gladiator.
This here is not for the timid. This here is not for the weak. This ain't the time for no second guessing. This ain't the time in the thing. Y'all done got under my skin like a leech. Now I'm off the leash. Ain't no more coming in peace. I hit the boiling point and my point has been reached. Ain't no more speaking. You done just woke up a giant from sleeping. It's time to get even. I got an army of soldiers that's with me and all of them ready to jump off the deep end. This is the season of leaving out all of the reasons and leaving them right where they see them. Ready to go where I lead them, but really they ready and willing to go for the kingdom. You dealing
know
with
I'm down for the cause. You know I'm down for the cause. You know I'm riding and ain't into hiding. They tripping, you know I'm involved. You know I'm down for the cause. Always been down for the cause. They got an issue, know what I've been through. My people ain't taking a loss. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am, you know who I am. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am, you know who I am. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am.
You know who I am.
Man, I'm a gladiator.
Say what?
You know I'm a gladiator. Say what? You know I'm a gladiator. Out with the old and in with the new. Enough with the games, ain't coming to lows. I got some soldiers that's riding here with me that's killing for nothing, just something to do. We taking over, they loving it too. The women, they want us, they loving the crew. Question me, I think you testing me, now you just dead to me, homie, and here's the proof. I ain't been trusting my company, people will come for me, then try to act like I'm tripping. Nah, I know you talking like you got it all till it come up missing. Yeah, whole bunch of tactics, it's legendary. All of this heart is hereditary. All of that woofing is very scary. Just act like you something, you Tyler Perry. You know I'm down for the cause. You know I'm down for the cause. You know I'm riding and ain't into hiding. They tripping, you know I'm involved. You know I'm down for the cause. Always been down for the cause. They got an issue, know what I've been through. My people ain't taking a loss. You dealing with gladiators. You know who I am, you know who I am. You dealing with gladiators. know I'm a gladiator.
Black sands for the fam. Look, let me take you to a place in the desert up in Kemet. Kush, which is really the kingdom of epidemic. The impression is that everything's cool, but the tension in the room is steadily rising. And not to mention that Asar and Aset and Seth and the Bet are greeted by their cousin who go by the name of Bess. And Bess and Asar got beef cause the last time that they saw each other, they fought each other. Not another second goes by until the rage is in their eyes. Full of pride, only thing that's on their mind is a rematch. Especially Asar, cause he lost in the pre-match. Told his grandfather Rod gave him feedback in the form of a blow to the face. That'll bruise, and told him that a king don't lose. You disgrace me. If you can't face your cousin Best, then you'll face me. You gotta be a man if you plan to replace me. Back to the story. Whole time on Asar's mind is proving he can win this time. So he calls out Best for a fight. Best said he might. Asar kept on pushing until Best said, alright, let's go. The moms let go and allow it. Boys will be boys, ain't no other way around it. So they go outside and prepare for a throwdown. It's really about to go down. Asar rushes up to Best with his best strike, swinging with a left, right. Best dodges it and says, you coming with your best, right? Unimpressed by Asar and none touch, he slides to the side and replied with a punch that sends Asar flying hard to the ground with a pound. But the only thing he hears is the sound of the memory of Ra telling him to never lose again. He knows it ain't something he ever wants to do again. He sits up, gets up, and spits up blood. And even though they cousins, man, it ain't no love. So he runs full speed towards Best trying to hit him. He misses but catches him by the arm and he flips him over his shoulder. Sounded like the drop of a boulder. Then he hopped on top and struck him over and over. Blow after blow, family starts to think that it's over. But before they could stop it, Best throws him off and tells everyone to let it go on. I wasn't taking him serious at first, now I'm ready and furious. So he stands up with a limp, and then you can see his whole vision go dark like tint. And he stands back and he brings his hands together like a hand clap that sends out a compression wave and sends Asar into the air as he catch the wave. It hit him so hard that he had to turn his head away. Best jumps after him to do it again, but Asar grabs him up and hits him with a massive punch. Mountain strike with everything he got in his soul. Whole city feel the shock from the blow, and upon the connection, it sends them both flying out in opposite directions, and they fall in different sections of the city. At the time, everybody realized Asar has arrived as a king on the rise.
All right there. That's what I'm talking about, baby. And that's just 2 tracks. It's a 13-track album, 100% quality, man. This is like top of the line quality. Them people out in Denver, they did a killer job. We have mad artists on this thing. We got some comedic, we got some straight up regular hip hop stuff. You're gonna love it. And that's just straight up bonus content, man. That's bonus content on our DVD. All right. Now, well, we're done with all that. We're done talking about the DVD. Let's talk about the next investment round. Hey, get out of here. Maury, I'm doing a video. Maury, I'm doing a video. Can you go in there with Mama? Why not? Well, you gotta make it real quiet, okay? All right. So, first of all, who here is going to invest in our company? It starts next week. Raise your hand, drop some fire in the comments, do whatever you got to do to say, yeah, I'm about to invest in this bad boy. I want to know who's about to do some investment because we're about to open it up. It's about to be a flood in this bag. Yeah, it's about to go down. So check it out. This is what's going to be happening, okay? Next week, we are going to be launching our campaign, most likely on Wednesday. And it is going to be on a platform that I can't disclose yet, but know that just by simply following us on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, you're going to get this notification a week early before the campaign goes public, all right? This means you're going to be able to take up your space to actually invest before other people have the opportunity to. Me personally, I would love if we just took the entire fund that I'm trying to raise and just fill it out before we even go public. So on day one, we close it, right? I would love that because that means that we ain't gonna have no interference. We could run the company exactly how we feel like doing, making unapologetic black content and really scaling it without having to worry about somebody trying to undermine us later on. You know what I'm saying? People kind of forget that this is a movement, it's a cultural movement. And because of that, we have to do certain things to make sure that it's of value to the black community, not just entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So I need like-minded people who are thinking like that. Now don't get it twisted. We profitable. We very profitable. All right, so we gonna make money. You know, we already profitable. But we need people to understand that if we got to make a decision where it comes down to, hey, we can get a little bit more profit or we can make a huge impact, I'm going to choose huge impact every time. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to make some moves. We got to really change things up. There's been a fucking embargo on black history, a total embargo. Hey, if you want to see black people in chains and slaves and begging people for freedom and getting lynched and stuff like that, Hollywood's your man. They got you. They'll fund that. They'll put money in that. But if you want to have something where it's a king or a rebellion or something like that, they ain't gonna fund you on that. And even if you do convince one or two people to actually fund your production for those type of films, then the media will instantly do a hit job on you to try to kill your production. Shout out to Birth of a Nation. Shout out to The Bankers. Because those two productions were basically killed by the media for accusations that have been proven false. Okay? Why? Because they were unapologetically powerful black male characters. These people were making moves and they were actually rebelling openly, not asking for permission from people in order to exist and be successful. And those movies got canned because of it. That's what happens. That's the game. And if you don't play that game, you can't get in. So we're going to make our own game. We're going to fund our own stuff. We're going to make our own studio and we're going to make this production. And then they're going to be coming to us begging for our content. But why should we give it to them if we can do it ourselves? Our company right now is projected, right, based off of our trends and everything else, we're projected to hit like $600,000 this year, and that's right now. That's this projection. All right, I ain't got nothing yet. All I have is a DVD. Imagine what happens later on when we really get big. So that's all I'm saying, guys. I think we're ready. I think we are truly ready, and it's gonna be a big, huge undertaking that we're gonna be doing. Now there are some tiers that people need to be aware of. For instance, the $1,000 tier, right? $1,000 tier, people will basically be able to get a lifetime ticket to our conventions. So we're gonna have a convention once a year, right? We're gonna have one convention once a year to just get people together, talk about Black Sands next year, talk about the major achievements that we have, do some panels, get some artists and guests in there, you know, all the cool stuff that people love. That's gonna be happening. That's going to be happening at the $1,000 tier. You get a lifetime ticket. You also a lifetime VIP ticket. You also get discounted tickets for your immediate family. So your spouse, your kids, you can get them in there for dirt cheap, right? We can't give out a whole family ticket, but we can give them massive discounts to just cover what we normally would have to pay on these people, right? We're planning on having huge conventions privately for our own community because it's fun. It's fun having not only meeting us and seeing new stuff happening, but also meeting other creators who are working in our company, right? There's a lot of people that are going to be in our companies in the summer, which are making their own books, making their own IPs, but now they're under the Black Sands umbrella, right? Because we're just simply the most popular and we have the most power in this space. So they're going to come into us and we're going to treat them well. They're going to have all the great benefits and they're going to be at those conventions too, talking directly to you guys and teaching you what they've learned over all these years in the comic and manga industry. All right, so that's the $1,000 tier. The $10,000 tier, you know, is where you'll be able to actually come to our meetings in New York City. So right now our headquarters is in New York City. You're going to be able to come to our quarterly meetings. We're going to have quarterly meetings, corporate. These are going to basically be talking about, what's our current goals, what we had over the last three months, our sales, where we're at, our projected plans, how we're going to spend our money, all these things. We're going to be talking about that and ideas and everything else. Very corporate stuff, right? But if you're somebody who really wants to keep your eye on the books, to really be a part of the things and actually talk to the creators directly on a quarterly basis, that's your tier, right? And this is more for the business savvy people who already have a pre-established life. Don't go killing yourself trying to get to the $10,000 tier, all right? I don't want nobody trying to go broke just to invest in this campaign. I want you to invest what you can, understanding that this is the movie industry, right? This is kind of a risky industry. So don't go crazy. Do what you feel you can appropriately, all right? That's my disclaimer. I want to make sure everybody's straight. I'm not going to act like all those other people out there who seek investment and they just tell you how much you're going to have phenomenal profits. You're going to make 2,000 times the money that you put in. I ain't going to do none of that crap, all right? We're going to try to take over the world, right? But it's a risky game. But we going to play it hard because we've been doing it for 3 years successfully, and it's time to just go hard, right? Then the final tier. The final tier is the $25,000 tier. $25,000 tier is a major investor tier that will give people the right to first refusal. So if you're a $25,000 investor, you get the right to first refusal for our next rounds. So any of the rounds that come up after that, including the actual animation round, where you have to fund the entire show, including the BSP seed round, where we're actually funding the app to scale it massively. These are where they can come in and buy more stock of the company and stuff before it actually launches. That's really good for people who actually have a lot of disposable income and want to be able to really make a difference. They also get voting rights. So not only do they have rights to first refusal, they also have voting rights. So if you're a $25,000 backer, you actually got some voting power in our company. That's great because everybody likes to vote. Obviously, you can't outvote me yet, but maybe in 20 years you can. I don't know. So that's what people love to vote. People love to have their opinions actually counted on the books. That's where you're going to get that, all right? This is for accredited investors, basically. People who are professional investors, right? Don't try to get there if you don't have to, all right? So that's what the tiers are going to be. Our financials of 2017 and our financials of 2018 will be available on the campaign page, and they are reviewed by a CPA. All right, so that means that this is extreme scrutinization of our financial books. All right, we are a corporation, so we ain't gonna be talking. We ain't gonna be no like all these other people you see in the black community telling you to invest in this, that, and the other, and they don't show you no numbers. They show you no numbers. They just say, don't forget, man, we building this over here. You got to be a part of this. No, we're going to show you numbers, all right? And you're going to see the numbers. You're going to see what we're doing. We're going to give you updated stats. We're going to tell you about what we're making over the last 3 months, all that good stuff. And you're going to understand clear as hell what we are and what you're investing into, all right? This is very important for you guys. We're extremely transparent, and I think you're really going to appreciate the amount of transparency we're going to be showing you on this campaign. All right. Lastly, and remember, I can't give you the platform yet. Just watch our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and the emails. If you're getting my emails, you're already good. You're gonna get email almost before everybody else. You get it. Get yourself in there. All right. Lastly, this is the most important part when you decide to invest. You need to share this with your friends. Share this with your family. You need to leave a testimony when you back the campaign. So what happens is they allow you to leave a testimony. It could be a paragraph, it could be a sentence, it could be a whole damn short novel. You know, they let you write whatever you feel like writing. And you get to tell your relationship to me. So if you're family, you can say, hey, I'm a family member and I support this because of this, this, and this, right? Or hey, I'm a teacher and my students need to have this, this, and this, so that's why I'm supporting this. All those statements are going to be like a freaking cascade effect. People who've never seen us before are basically going to be basically going to be backing us because of your words. So it's important that you guys leave testimonies on there and tell people why you're actually investing in us. Almost everybody's going to get their DVD before the campaign begins. All right, so you're going to see in your hands. In your hands, you're going to see what kind of quality we could do when we don't have any money. All right, this was a production that was very, very, very low budget. And we made a phenomenal freaking production. So just imagine what we're going to do when we actually have serious money behind us and professionals from Pixar, Disney, and the rest doing all the animations, because that's what we have. We have the professionals from Disney, Pixar, DreamWorks, and all that stuff. We got them already in our production. Now we just got to pay them. All right, so we need this money. Now, with that being said, I'm open to questions. So starting here, boom, starting here, any questions that come after this point, I am going to answer. Go right ahead. All right, first question. Is Black Sands Entertainment going to be developing video games as well? I hope he expands that reach in the future. Originally, Black Sands, The Seven Kingdoms was supposed to be a video game series. We failed at that at the beginning, but we were developing it. If you look at some of our past videos on YouTube, you'll see actual gameplay footage, right? So best believe eventually we're going to circle back to that. We'll probably start in the mobile space because it's more accessible, and since we're so popular on Facebook and Instagram, it'll be real easy to convert our audience over to a mobile app. So expect the game to come maybe in 2 years, right? But the most immediate thing that we're going to be developing is BSP with Black Sands Publishing, the mobile comics app, which is going to rival Webtoons and hopefully bury them. Okay, let's see what else. Does the DVD work on PS4? It should. I think PS4 does DVDs and Blu-ray. So I think it will work. If it doesn't, PC and Mac also works just fine. Talk more about the storyline? I don't really want to do that right now. But we have entire episodes on YouTube, so you know it's definitely accessible for the storyline. But I don't want to get to that right now. All right, after the investments I make, will I get a certificate of the investment? After the round is over, you will literally get the stock in your hands. You'll be a shareholder at that point. This is a priced round. This is not safe, and this is not a convertible note. This is a priced round. It's priced stock, and you will be owning stock at the end of the campaign once you've paid that check. You understand? The platform that we're going to be using is going to be handling all of the books. So you just go ahead, and once you do it, at the end of the campaign, they're going to give you the contract for the shareholders. And that's it. You're good to go. You got it. Let's see. Any openings for voice actors, preferably in Afro-Caribbean accents? Not right now, but in the future, yes. In the future, yes. Not right now, though. Probably right after the campaign, we'll start looking for everything. Broken Swan says, how many days will the option to purchase be open? It might literally be 24 hours, all right? I already have close to $200,000 of people simply signing up with the intent to invest. And that's not including the general public of my fans. You understand? So when I actually open the campaign and send that email out, we might have the 500,000 before the campaign even launches. And if that's the case, day one, people are just going to convert their pledges into actual physical investments, and we might close out in 24 hours. I'm dead serious. I am dead serious about that. I'm not joking. Like that, right now, we are super freaking popular. Like we've been viral on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook for the last like 3 weeks straight. So this is high tide. So I just be careful about that. Don't wait. All right. You got a good week to think about it. Like you have a good week because nothing can happen until the actual launch day. So you're gonna have access to the campaign for 7 days before we launch. That's your time to do your evaluations and everything else. All right. Let's see what else. Okay. Let's see. Are you going to make black superheroes? Yes. And if I'm not making black superheroes, somebody who works for me is making black superheroes. I'm going to be signing a lot of creators. After this campaign, I'm going to be signing people left and right. All right? Because a lot of my competitors in this space have been acting like they're the best publishers in this industry, and they have nothing to show for it. They damn sure won't show you their financials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show people tangible numbers, and I'm going to get them on my team, and they're going to be working in the Black Sands brand from now on with their products. We're not going to change anything that they're doing because we already know they're professionals, right? We're simply going to give them platform and access to our audience. You know what I mean? Let's see. Are there going to be any more story where it's multicultural? Well, Black Sands is has Greeks, Phoenicians, Arabs, Africans, and everything else. So that one's pretty diverse. We also have some creators that we're planning on signing on that have entirely different backgrounds. So we have some Latin creators that have Latin comic books, right? We have some that are making some Caribbean joints, Brazilian joints. I'm going to try to get Kwezi for South Africa. I'm going to get that one. So we got some pretty dope stuff that we already have in the pipeline ready to go. So who knows? Let's see. Would you do deal? Okay, let's see. How can we be assured that we won't invest only to be sold to a white-owned company? Well, you know how can we be assured? There's really no insurance for that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. How can I possibly ensure that? I can't assure anything. With that being said, if you've been following me for the last 3 years, you know that I kind of very anti-Hollywood. So from a pride perspective, I probably wouldn't do it, especially if I'm very successful. Why should I? Right? Turnus, my new head of studio, he signed a 3 to 5 year contract with me for exclusive rights for him to work on animations. So he's running our animation productions for 3 to 5 years exclusively. That means nothing else. All right, he's walking away from a ridiculously expensive, a high-paying job in order to get this done because he believes in it. So we're gonna make this anime, and we're not gonna sell it until we're freaking done with it. You understand? We're gonna make this bad boy all the way, 100% owned by us. You understand? So that's about as much of an assurance I can give you. Will we do licensing? Maybe. We might do licensing. Licensing makes the world easier, especially if you're dealing with merchandise and toys, right? But that's a bridge at another time to cross. That's part of just doing regular business. But as far as letting them own it and then destroy it, probably not, because we just don't trust them. I'm telling you, I don't trust Hollywood. I don't trust the publishing industry. I don't trust these guys at all because they have destroyed so many other productions that they bought into. Sometimes they bought them just to can them. Like they bought them just so they can literally close the company. That's it. So I don't trust them. Let's see. All right. So Ravim Rebel says, so there are only 3 tiers for investments. No, they're not. So the tiers are just simply breakpoints. So you can invest $100, right? You just won't get anything for it other than the shares that you purchased, right? However, these specific breakpoints gets you extra stuff that's not in the shareholder agreement. This is more like perks, additional things that we're granting to you just because, right? So they're not tiers. You can invest $172 if you feel like it. Let's see. All right, so I have, are you looking for more team members to assist with promotions and marketing? Yes, we are always looking for people who want to get into our movement early. That's great. We actually got some really impressive interns applying in our company, so that's freaking amazing, right? Like these people. Let's say this: we got people right now doing. They said they want to do unpaid internships with us, even though they work for major banks as their software engineers. Okay, so these guys are making like 100,000 plus, right? And they're like, that's not my career. I want to be in Black Sands. I want this to be my career. So whatever I gotta do to help you guys get off the ground, right? I'll do it because this is where I want to be in the long run. I want to make a difference, and I'm sick of corporate America. So that's the kind of people applying. So just realize that if you're looking for an opportunity with us, come correct. So if you've been working in your field that you're applying for years, make sure to send that resume or portfolio. Make sure to have it clean. Make sure to get your whatever. Just make sure that I won't just glance over it, because I get a lot of solicitations. All right, I don't glance over things that I know are professional. All right, if it's real and professional, I tend to make sure I look at it. Let's see. Can you invest even in the UK? I think so. I don't think there's a problem at all. I think you'll be just fine investing in the UK, investing in South Africa, investing in Brazil. I don't think there's any problem with that, because it's all regulated through the SEC, and because it is a crowdfunding campaign, basically you won't have the regulations that normally would apply, right, state by state and whatever, right? And so, yep, I think you should be good. Any figures in the future? Re-ask that question with a little bit more specific, because I don't know what that. Action figures in the future. Not okay. Action figures in the future? Yes, probably next Christmas. It's almost guaranteed we're gonna have action figures next Christmas. Let's see. Flyer Teddy. Is it possible to buy creative input roundtable? Of course. Absolutely not. All right, creative input will never be on the table for investors. Only people who will have creative input are creators. All right, so we're going to have a lot of creators in our company who are going to be making their own IPs, who are going to be also creating some things in Black Sands, but they're all professionals that have actual teams and everything else, and they can put their input in because they've earned it, right? Because they are professionals and they have success already under their belt. But ideas from the general public or investors will not be accepted, simply because, we're trying to make everything 100% the hottest thing that ever was created. And in order to do that, we got to make sure that we hedge our bets properly and invest our resources properly, which means that we need to invest in the people who are already successful, right? So there's a lot of independent Black creators out there who are successful, just not nearly as successful as us. And we can give them a much bigger platform, and those are the people we're going to be investing in. Those are the people we're going to be taking ideas from. All right? So just letting you know, that's how we're going to be handling it on the creative side. Okay. Let's see now. Mr. Help for review. What state are you in? New York. Now, one person said, "Do not let the white man. Do not get the white man involved." Well, that's your guys' problem, not mine. Okay, my investment round will open publicly eventually. It's only 7 days where I can keep it private. So you guys take up the entire space in those 7 days, and you don't have to worry about it because you guys own everything. So that's y'all. That's y'all. Y'all got to figure that out. That ain't on me, because I'm gonna raise this money, no matter what. If you guys want it all, that's y'all. James H. Taylor. Yeah, but they call them perks. So you're correct, but they call them perks. Mostly because it doesn't go into the shareholder agreement. Because you can't put language like that in the shareholder agreement. It's very corporate, right? These are agreements that we make on the other side of it, right? We'll set up some other kind of contract for those particular perks, right? And we'll call it a day. These are just extra incentives to invest. Let's see what else. This will compete with Avatar? Absolutely. In fact, everybody calls it the Black Avatar, so why not, right? Let's kick some butt. Can you be a creator and an investor? Yes, if you're good enough. Absolutely. I'm sure there's going to be people who are close friends of me that have met me at conventions, who have competed against me in Artist Alley. I'm sure there's a lot of them that are going to be like, you know what? I'm gonna throw some money into this dang company because I want my piece, right? And maybe later they'll apply to actually be a part of the company on the creator side. So yes, creators can be investors. That's not a problem. They can be one and the same, right? We just only accept ideas from creators, not investors. So if you're a creator investor, we're accepting you as a creator. Let's see now. How long did it took to make Black Sands, Seven Kingdoms, Episode 1? Well, it's actually a part of a whole DVD production, that Episode 1. So it really doesn't take that long to make something like that. The pieces take long. So the voice acting took about 3 months. We had to do a really big casting round. We have 450 applications. I had to narrow that down in multiple rounds in order to get people who were the finalists for that for the positions. Then we had to assign them all their lines for 3 to 4 episodes plus the animated pilot. And then we had to actually cut up the comic books and everything else in order to get that in shape. Then we had to have the what's it called? So even though the actual creation time of it is short, like maybe a month, right? All the parts you need to even get to that point probably took like 6 months or more. Let's see. Bruce Falcon and team type music in the background. Yeah, it's probably my son. My son's watching some things behind me. Let's see. What else? Great to see you stream. Keep doing great work. Thank you. Appreciate it. Word, bro. That's how it works. Yes, sir. Hatchers, Just Ref. Keep doing your thing, bro. We'll continue being a patron. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my patrons, man. Patrons been sticking with me for a long time, man. Like, they really helped me out through some rough spots when money was a little tight. I always could rely on that patron money to go and help us continue our productions. So, big shout out to my patron members. You know, my monthly subscribers. They're just big help. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's see. How many people did it take to make Black Sands? Oh my God. So the actual comic books is just me and David Lenneman, aka Hydrus, my main artist. That was how it was now when it started. Then it expanded to me, David Lenneman, and Hoan Lim. That was the new team for issue 4 through 6. We also have a ridiculous amount of voice actors, editors, musical orchestrations, and everything else. But you know, they come on when they need them, and then they're gone again, right? So it's just a couple of core people and a whole bunch of other people who show up to do their thing and then roll out. Is there ancient comedic music for the soundtrack? Nope, but it's in the episodes. So there's plenty of awesome periodic music in the episodes. You'll love it. Let's see. N8BIT. Tried to promote Voice Walking. Try to promote on Voice Walking show. Lots of black cash. He's all about this type of stuff. Yeah, if they ever return my emails, I'm actually one of the like underdogs in like the conscious community for some reason. I don't even know why. I'm literally the most vocal when it comes to social issues and black justice compared to all the other black comic book creators, right? But for some reason, they won't let me into the big party yet, you know? I've talked to Tariq a couple of times, Tariq Nasheed, you know, I like that dude. I talked to Pharaoh Aten, he's dope, you know? Those are the only two I've ever had communications with, right? And it's very sparingly. So I wish I could be more in the clique, right? Of all these other dudes that are like doing big things in the black community on social media. But I guess not there yet. Figure it out later. Let's see. When does the comics come out? Weekly, monthly? They come out once every 3 months. They take a long time to produce. They're really high quality. Do you own any of the comic books? Because if you did, you'll notice that the pages are extremely detailed and require a lot of time and capital in order to make it the quality we need. So am I the CEO or the president? I'm both. I am both. I am the CEO and the president of the company. All right. President's more of an honorific, right? It means the same thing. CEO, president, whatever, right? I'm the guy in charge. My wife is the CFO, and that's how it's currently structured. Let's see. Let's see what other questions we got here. Okay. So Buzz Nizzles says, I pray your project gets picked up because what I've seen so far is dope and interesting. You need someone like Common or even better Netflix to pick this project, and it'll be extremely big. Well, we are selling properties, so don't think that Black Sand is the only thing being worked on. We're also doing an animated pilot for Cosmic Girls and Maury's Family Adventures. 3 completely different audiences, 3 completely different projects. And if 1 or 2 get sold to networks in order to grow the brand of Black Sand Entertainment as a whole, we'll do it. Especially Cosmic Girls. We think Cosmic Girls is perfect for Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Cosmic Girls is freaking amazing, but it's a very cartoony show, so they'll love it though. Oh, so I can't tell you where yet. Just follow our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also our emails, and you'll get a direct link to our campaign. But I can tell you when. It's most likely going to be Wednesday of next week. Most likely. All right. So be ready. Let's see. Let's see what I say. Sorry, I have terrible eyesight, so I might be squinting a lot when I'm reading these. Let me see. Does a creator keep the rights of the stories and characters they create, or is it a 50-50 deal? Well, all deals are different, right? All deals are different. Mostly what I care about more than anything is digital rights and motion picture rights. Those are the things I want. I don't want physical books, and I don't want to own the copyright. All I want is distribution rights for digital and for motion for what's it called, television productions or whatever. Hey, Maury, cut it out. The reason for that is very simple. We are an animation studio, so we want to be able to, if investors want to greenlight a project, make it without having to negotiate for that. So that's going to be one of our most important things, is being able to just straight up run with it if we can get some money on the table for that production. But that's assuming that person is good enough to be in our company in the first place. Let's see. Are you willing to receive proper blessing from your ancestors? Okay, think so. I haven't seen any of the commentators talk about it. Oh yeah. I don't know why either. That I don't get reviews much. I don't understand that. Let's see. Where do I go to get more information? Well, you can check out Black Sand Studios. It's a little out of date, but it still has some information on what we're doing. So feel free to check that one out. You know, Black Sand Studios. Let's see what else. Have you reached out to the black commenters on YouTube? Really, I don't necessarily know who they are, so please feel free to email me a list of hot leads, and I'll definitely reach out to them, and I'll gift them some books for review. That's not a problem. Yeah, we'll gift them some books to review. That's not a problem. If they're bloggers or vloggers in this space, we'll definitely make sure that they get our comic books so they can go ahead and judge it for themselves. No, we definitely don't want to go to Dame Dash's service or anybody else's streaming service. We're going to make our own application, BSP, and everything's going to be on there. There's no reason to give other people your influence when you have a very strong, powerful audience like you guys. You guys are strong and powerful, and you guys spend money. You just do. So we really don't need to rely on other people and their platforms, and we definitely shouldn't basically give our audience to them. We're going to keep it for ourselves. You guys are going to be owners in our company, and we're going to grow this bad boy to a Billy. Hopefully. Now let's see. When is going to be animated characters able to move? They already have an episode fully animated. All right, it's on a DVD. It's 5 minutes long. You'll love it. Let's see. Let's see. The minimum investment is $100. The maximum for us is going to be $50,000. We won't accept anything more than $50,000 because we want a very wide group of investors. We don't want to have like freaking 10, 20 people as investors. That's not going to help us in the business side of things. We need like 1,000 people who are chomping at the bit, super excited about every post we do on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. That's how you beat the system with their stupid little algorithms basically throttling people. If you can get 500 to 1,000 people commenting and liking your posts and sharing them in the first 30 minutes to an hour of a post, you will go viral. That's just the way the system works. You will go viral. So we're going to do that by having a large pool of owners who are chomping at the bit, ready for this to make them money. All right, so let's do it. You'll get the link to the investment round here on YouTube or Instagram, Facebook, or any other platform or email that we have. All right, there's plenty of ways to get the information. You'll get it a week before everybody else, so just bide your time. All right, we're definitely going to be sending that information to you. All right, so that's all I got for now. All right, that is all I have for now on the updates. I'm pretty tired myself, so I'm probably going to hit shower and go to bed. I appreciate you guys. We're doing phenomenal this month when it comes to sales, and if we can keep this up, we're going to be so powerful next year. It's not even funny. So 2020 is already looking amazing for the black community and for us, and with no more slave movies. It's time for kings. That's our slogan. We've had that slogan for years. No more slaves movies, time for kings. Let's get it.